Hello and welcome to Blue Army TV. I'm sitting after Carlisle have been beaten 1-0 away from home at Bradford in the first leg of the League 2 playoff semi-final. And look, the big thing I can say from today, or yesterday I suppose, is when this is coming out. We're not out of it yet. We're really, really not out of it yet. You know, that's a narrow loss away from home, a very hostile ground. And it's going to be the other way around next week on Saturday. Look, there's a few people I know that were actively saying they would have took a 1-0 defeat in that game, and that's what we got. And to be honest, the way we played, the chances we had, the blatant penalties that we thought we should have had, you know, it's a good performance. We probably should feel frustrated coming out of that without at least coming back to Brunton Park level. I keep wanting to say a point, but we have, you know, that's not how these things work anymore. I'm not used to being in the playoffs. My apologies. It's been a while. But look, it's nice to be involved in the playoffs, I suppose, but we really need to go about winning them now. And look, I was happy with the team selection. I was really happy with the team selection. He's played Joel Senior, which is what I wanted, and I think he didn't do anything particularly wrong. We played with 3 centre-backs at centre-back, which was a big improvement from playing Jack Armour there. Obviously, Ben Barclay's loan has been extended. And with the way Salford played at Stockport, if we were potentially to get to a final, it could possibly be against Salford, which is obviously a lot better for us with Ben Barclay not being able to play against Stockport in a potential playoff final. But look, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the performance, anyways. And look, it was a good ground. It's the fact that is 4th division football stuns me. You know, there's 20,000 people there. It's the highest attendance ever at a League 2 semi-final, and obviously all the Bradford fans have just come to see the mighty Carlisle. You know, we know how it is, but but yeah, it made me think this is what football's all about. You know, it's a semi-final. Yes, it's the 4th division, but semi-final, a massive ground like that, playing some really good football. They had the banners, they had the noise from the 2 sets of supporters. Both sets of supporters were really good. That's what football's about. Them big occasions, them big games. Yes, it didn't go away, but that's what football's about. And it was just nice to be a part of it, because we haven't been in years gone by. And it's nice for us to be involved in the playoff semi-final. And look, I still think we've got a very good chance of going to the final. Yes, we lost, but you think of the chance Corey Whelan missed. You think of the chance Ryan Edmondson missed. You think of the blatant handballs in the box. The Alfie McCalmont one that could have gone either way, and even without them penalty decision not going our way, the amount of refereeing decisions that he got wrong. And I feel like I'm saying this every week, and I'm not even saying this as a way of getting at Bradford, because I'm sure Bradford fans would agree that the officiating in this level is absolutely appalling, and we saw it again in that playoff semi-final. He seemed to be a bit biased towards the home side, which I don't think Bradford fans can even argue with, because he definitely was. You know, he was making just stupid decisions where the ball would go out of play and he'd give the throw in the other way. Obviously, and I'm not even talking about the linesman here. There was times where he would make the decision and the linesman wouldn't have an idea, so the ref would give us a decision. And then there's just ones that goes out for a corner, a definite corner, and he gives a goal kick, and you're just wondering what's he doing. He seems to give every free kick the other way. It was just really frustrating to see. And look, if we're talking about the game itself, Bradford's scoring was probably the best thing that happened to us, because after that we just played absolutely phenomenally. Yeah, look, I'm proud of the performance. Obviously the result could have gone a little bit better, but ultimately it is what it is. I'd like to see a very similar lineup going in the second leg. I think Joe Garner had moments of brilliance, but I don't think he can start again next week. I think it probably should be, in my opinion, Edmondson and Patrick or Dennis, one of the two. I've always wanted to see that Edmondson-Dennis front two, because they've played together in a front three and pushed Edmondson out wide, but they haven't played much together as a front two, which is something I really want to see. Maybe the biggest game this season isn't the time to be testing new things, but he hasn't been afraid to do it in the past. Edmondson and Dennis up top, I think they would complement each other really well. I've seen people say Dennis and Garner. It's a big no for me. I think they're far too similar. I think there's no pace in that whatsoever. And it's something that really surprises me with Edmondson. He's a big fella, but he's really, really fast. and it surprised his defences. You saw it today when he came on, or the other day when he came on. He's absolutely rapid, and defences don't expect him to be that fast. They'll know for next week, obviously, but he's a big, strong, fast striker. And I just wish he'd won that header. Well, he won the header, but I just wish it had been on target, because that was such a golden opportunity that in crucial games like this you really need to be scoring. The goal, I think it starts from Corey Whelan being pulled forward and not getting back in time. Jack Armour can do better. Paul Huntington doesn't win the header. It's mainly Corey Whelan's fault, in my opinion, which is a shame, because I quite like Corey Whelan, but the goal probably has to go down to him, then Jack Armour, then Paul Huntington. It was a mixture of them three, but I think mainly the blame lies with Corey Whelan. The shot goes under Holy. I think some keepers at this level probably save that, but it's not one you can blame the keeper on. Disappointing goal to concede, really, especially after Garner hits the post like a minute beforehand. It felt like a real sucker punch, and it felt like the ref was just giving them everything at that point. I think it came off a throw-in that shouldn't have been theirs. But look, I'm still confident. I'm still confident we can beat them, because they're nothing special, Bradford. Win, lose, or draw, they're nothing special. I really want us to go and beat them at Brunton Park. Brunton Park's a magical ground. You know, big comebacks have happened there before, and they can happen there again. And and to be honest, a part of me is fully expecting it to happen. But yeah, there's not really much more to say on that. Just that it's half time. We're one goal down. We're really not out of it yet. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And in a bit.